Hello, my name is Ben, and on this YouTube channel I document my own print-on-demand journey. A few days ago I made a video in which I told you how many sales I have made in print-on-demand in my first 6 months in the business. What I didn't tell you actually, and I only realized that after that, I didn't tell you what I earned in terms of royalties. So I wanted to change that, and I wanted to go through each of the platforms and all the sales that I've made on these platforms, on each platform I'm uploading to, in my first 6 months within print on demand and KDP, because I will include Amazon KDP as well. What I'll also do at the end, so I will go through each platform, I will tell you what I've earned in terms of royalties, and then at the end overall I will go through my overall royalties in total, and I will talk to you about my current strategy and my future strategy for each of the platforms and what I think about them. Let's start with Spreadshirt Europe. And I always get the questions, is Spreadshirt Europe different from Spreadshirt US? Yes, it is. They are two different marketplaces, and you want to make sure if you are spreading your designs onto different platforms, you want to make sure that you upload to Spreadshirt Europe and also potentially Spreadshirt US. So they are completely different marketplaces, and you have to register on both of them. Now on Spreadshirt Europe, this is my best performing platform by far, not only in terms of sales, but also in terms of royalties. So I have earned $454.27 with it. So I've converted everything to US dollars. Within the first 6 months of uploading. So this is Spreadshirt US. The website looks entirely, same. It looks like it's completely the same website really, but it's a different marketplace. So you have to register there and have another account on Spreadshirt.com. I have only earned $23.49. To be honest, I've got no idea why that is the case. There is a huge difference for me between Spreadshirt Europe and Spreadshirt.com. I haven't figured out why. I'm uploading the same designs to both platforms, and it doesn't seem to get better really. I really seriously need to work on that. Next is Redbubble. Redbubble, I have earned $20.86. Next is Zazzle, which is currently going up. I have earned $37.52, so $37.52. Next website is Society6. I've earned $24.50. Next website is Fine Art America, only $4. It's more geared towards really fine art. However, you can, and when you scroll down here on their main website, or actually you need to go probably into the t-shirt products, on the very first pages you can see there are lots of commercial t-shirt designs, sometimes only white text on black background, very simple designs, and they are selling as well, but it's more geared towards, let's say photographers, but also really, proper art. Next one is Tostedora. Tostedora I've only recently started uploading. It's the latest website actually that I started to upload to. I've only made 3 sales so far, and I've earned $6 in royalties. TeePublic is a bit of a pain because my designs don't show up on the marketplace. At least I can't find them. I know many people have that problem. Not really a point in uploading. However, I had 3 sales so far, and I believe because my designs can be found on Google, and I found them there on TeePublic via Google. So I guess, it all depends. Some websites do a good job on Google search. So it might be worth uploading if you're using an automated upload tool, because then at least you make some sales, even though it doesn't really earn you a lot. Next is Shirty, $27.15 I earned, $27.15, 5 sales. Next one is Amazon KDP. I've earned $70.88 in my first 6 months. And Amazon Merch, I've earned $146.73. Now, let's go through everything in total. And what I'll then do, I will talk about my strategy and my further thoughts on this. So this is the overview here, everything that I just told you. In total, I've earned $825.40. I think that is not bad for my first 6 months in print on demand. What I need to tell you is that Spreadshirt here at the top is the very first website I started to upload to, and it's also by far the most successful one. When I then started to, and I also started to upload pretty much at the same time to Redbubble manually in the beginning, but then so I started in November 2020, and from December at some point, I started to use Flying Upload, which is an automated upload tool. I tried different automation tools at the time. I tried Lazy Merge and I tried Merge Titans automation. I think there was another one. They didn't work that well for me, to be honest. There was a lot of work with Excel involved, and yeah, it was a bit complicated. So I then found Flying Upload, and since then I've always sticked with them. Really like this software. But when I started to use that then in December, I started to upload to all the other websites as well. But still, Spreadshirt Europe remained my biggest, most important platform really. So Redbubble, so let's go to Spreadshirt US. So on Spreadshirt Europe, I will just continue to do what I'm doing now. I think I'm on a really good track. I'm seeing an increase in sales month after month, even though it doesn't increase massively. I think in January it started really well, and then it's pretty much remained on that level, whereas April was my biggest month so far. I don't think May will be just as big as April, but still I see an increase in sales month after month, and I think it's worth carrying on. Spreadshirt US, I have no idea what's going on. I'm actually thinking about maybe opening a second account or a new account, only uploading to that one, maybe deleting the first one. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with it. I can't explain why I have so good sales on Europe but not on the US. Would be great to have the same number of sales on US, and it's a bigger market. I have no idea. Let me know if you're uploading to Spreadshirt US, and if you have more sales than on Europe, please let me know, and I can further then go from there. Redbubble, only $20. It's not been great for me, but the biggest reason for that is that my royalties were set pretty low. I think they were at a point only at 5 or 10%. Also the stickers, but as you know, stickers are the biggest sellers on Redbubble, so I've basically wasted some money when I got these sales and only earned like 50 cents per sticker. So I've now increased that to 100% of royalties for stickers and greeting cards. So the last few sales that have come in, they're actually not declining, they're actually going up. Made quite a few sales now in May, so hopefully that will go up further. I'm definitely on the right track there, but it's taken me quite long to get some momentum on Redbubble, even though I'm uploading quite a lot. But hey, everybody's learning, so yeah, it's at least it's going up, so I'm happy with that. As long as the platform is growing, I'm happy with that. Zazzle, pretty much a surprise to me, that is really going up quite well. I've now, yesterday I made a video on Zazzle and told you I've had 10 sales in May already. Now I've had 2 more sales yesterday, so I'm actually at 12 sales per month, which basically makes Zazzle a pretty interesting platform now, especially as I increased the royalties as well. I had only 5% in the beginning now to 15%, which is the maximum that Zazzle recommend. But if sales are continuing to go up, I will potentially increase the royalties to maybe 17.5%, maybe even 20%. So I'll keep going with that. There are only 100,000 products you can list at a time on Zazzle. If you list more than that, then they will start to deactivate automatically the products that don't get a lot of clicks and that don't sell. So pretty much this automation helps you to sell more, because you can upload more and more and they will deactivate the products which are not selling well. However, you would have to manually reactivate them. So all of this is a bit annoying. So I need to think about what I'm doing as soon as I've reached 100,000 products on Zazzle. Maybe I will add another account for my wife, because as long as you have a different tax ID, different PayPal, that should be no problem. And she wants to get into the business anyway as well. Society 6, yeah, it's been going slow in May, but still royalties are okay. It's just one platform that I'll just, I take a few additional sales here and there, so I'm happy with that. As long as it's making a few sales consistently. Fine Art America, not really great. I think I always continue to upload, but it is, as I said, it's more geared towards commercial sale, not so much for the commercial, the commercial trending designs. It's more towards people looking for fine art. There are not many videos on YouTube about Fine Art America, really not a lot. Which is why probably my videos, when I do them on Fine Art America, they're doing pretty well. But there is really not a lot out there. So that tells me that there might be, you might not be able to get a lot of sales on Fine Art America, because if people were making a lot of sales on Fine Art America, they would make videos on that. So there isn't really a lot on there. I'm not really sure. I've heard from the guys that have developed Flying Upload. They told me it took them very long to get sales on Fine Art America, and it took me very long to get my first sale. But they are now getting consistent sales. So, it might just be something to, just stick with it and continue to upload, and then eventually you should get more sales. There's no upload limit anyway, and no maximum of designs that you can have online at a point in time. Tostadora, yeah, it's another platform that I just upload to because I have an automation software, so it works, it makes a few sales. I'd hope it would pick up more now, but anyway, only 3 sales so far. So it's a no-brainer if you have an automation software anyway. TeePublic, I was lucky to make a few sales at least, because my designs don't show up on the marketplace at all. At least they seem to show up in Google, so if people are looking for something, they might see my shirt and they might buy it. So I've made 3 sales so far. I guess they all came from Google. I probably have to add Google Analytics to TeePublic. I haven't done that, and then that will tell me where I get my views from. Shirty, really happy with that. Only 5 sales, but the royalties there are quite good. 27.15. All of these were just text-based designs. White text, black background. Next one, KDP. I'm really happy with that as well. It's one of my favorite platforms to upload to. The royalties are okay, considering they are all low-content books. Competition is there, but still, if you compare it to some other platforms I upload to, it's actually one of the better platforms, coming just after Amazon Merch. So yeah, I'll definitely continue. Big potential on Amazon KDP. Only low-content books at the moment. I'm not doing coloring books or anything, because if I look at coloring books, the royalties you get, they're not really higher than you would get from low-content books, lined notebook journals. So I think, why do I have to make myself additional work by creating, more complex coloring books, and the royalties aren't even better? So because if I look at what the coloring book costs on Amazon, you can get them for $4, $4.50, and I even sell my low-content lined notebooks for $6.90, and they are selling. So, and I can upload more because I don't have a lot of work to create them, because all I do is use my print-on-demand designs. And it's been growing every month now by, starting from 100% growth, now 50 and then 30%, but at least it's growing every month. So I will continue to upload. Amazon Merch, $146.73, really good platform. I'm now tier 100 and I fulfilled the requirements for tier 500, so I'm just waiting for the tier up. I must say that the $146, I'm quite happy about that, because I set the prices quite low to be able to get the tier up more quickly. But yeah, I actually found out when I put this video together that I actually made some royalties, so that is really good. I thought I set most of them at the minimum price, but apparently I didn't. So I'm really happy with that. I've made some money with that, and overall $825.40. Overall, I will continue with what I'm doing. Really need to work on Spreadshirt US. Don't know what's going on. I think it's a bit of a wasted opportunity, because I do so well on Spreadshirt Europe, so I want to do more on Spreadshirt US. KDP, definitely my one of the favorite platforms I have, and Amazon Merch. I think this is where I'm just waiting to get tiered up, to be able to fully take that opportunity. Tier 500, I hope to be in tier 1000 before Q4. That might be a bit ambitious, but it is entirely possible. So if I get to tier 1000, I will be very, very happy when I look at Q4. And I guess I will not really be able to have a final conclusion about print on demand before my first year on print on demand ends, and before I have really experienced my first Q4. I mean, everybody's talking about Q4 and it seems to be the big thing, but so far the business is really going well, I think, considering the effort that I'm putting in. And I guess Q4 will really tell me how well print on demand is still doing in 2021, because print on demand throughout the year, it goes through different cycles, and if you haven't seen every cycle, then you can't really draw a conclusion. So this, I think, hopefully represents a realistic picture of what you can expect after 6 months uploading or running a print-on-demand business. I am in profit because, I'm not lying here. These are royalties, so I have some costs for the automation tool. I've got some tools for costs for my design tools. So, but I am definitely in profit, and you need to keep in mind this is a passive business strategy. I'm not running a shop here. I'm running passively a print-on-demand business where I have automated my processes as far as I could, and where I am only uploading currently to, I'm using the marketplace model. So I'm not using Shopify at the moment. So it is as passive as it can be. I'm not dealing with any customer concerns or customer issues. I'm just uploading, and then my digital assets basically are growing on these websites. Maybe next year I will consider going into the shop model. I really don't have a lot of time, which is why I've tried to automate my processes as much as possible. And also, I'm so happy it's growing, this business, month after month. So you have these fixed costs of your subscriptions, but then you're adding to your digital assets continuously, which means your business is growing, which means that the gap between your between your income and the cost is growing continuously, which then means that the profit is growing as well. So yeah, overall, really happy with that. And for me, print on demand is a little bit like my entry to the e-commerce, to online business, because it provides me a positive cash flow, which I can then use for other businesses, other ventures. Thought about Amazon FBA maybe. I'm doing YouTube already. I'm doing affiliate marketing, so I think FBA might be the next big thing for me. I might open a second channel, or third channel actually, on how my FBA journey is going. But I need to make a little bit more profit before I will do that, because buying these products costs a little bit of money. I don't really want to use my own money for that. I will try to use the business money for that. And then the risk is minimal as well. What I need to tell you about print on demand is that for me personally, it doesn't really feel like work. I don't really spend a lot of time designing. For me, I enjoy it. I do it in parallel to whatever, watching Netflix or whatever, doing something nice. It is something nice, and I enjoy this business is growing, and I enjoy the actual process. I know for many people it's hard. Many people spend a lot of time doing the research, spending a lot of time doing the designing, and doing the uploading, and all of this can be quite boring over time. So, which is why I give a lot of tips and tricks here on the channel from my experience, hopefully practical tips, which will help you to partially automate the process, make it a little bit easier for you, and show you that, research is not a science really. You just need some basic research, and then you do basic designs, and your designs don't need to be complex and complicated. Sometimes some of the designs that I see online, they're just too, not everybody wants to wear a t-shirt with, so many stars and whatever arrows and what kind of fancy things people put on there. Sometimes you just need a basic design with a nice graphic and a little bit of funny text, which sparks some emotion. That is sometimes what people want to buy. So it doesn't need to be complicated. You can very easily set up your own print-on-demand business, and it is a long-term business. It's not, I've made $825 in 6 months. It's not great, but it's also growing month after month, which is why I continue to do it. If I wasn't seeing this growth, I probably would have stopped already. But because I see the growth, it tells me that maybe it's not a lot of work for me. So maybe in 2 or 3 or 4 years, I'm making, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 times that, maybe even 10 times, which is when it really, really starts to get interesting. And I really have the long-term perspective in mind. And I really use this as my entry to online business. So I've got plans, and I wanna really get, let's say financially independent, financially free from online business. I've got a good full-time job, but I'm sometimes thinking if I was really what I do in my full-time job, if I was spending 10 hours a day on print on demand, you would see completely different figures here. You need to bear in mind, I do all of this just part-time and with a really demanding full-time job and a family. So I think for that, the outcome is really good. And as I said in the beginning, in my very first video, I try to be very honest about everything I'm doing here, and I try to motivate. So as I said, if you have more time on your hand, you can do better designs than I do, you can do better research, and you can upload more, which then means that you can make more sales. It is as easy as that. So hopefully that video was useful. Hope you liked it. If you did, then please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on my print on demand journey, then subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.